welcome to Missions Minutes with Hal and Jane Ward at VNMinistry.com.
So today we're in a beautiful golden field of wheat here in northern Spain. Wheat has been harvested here since the days of the Roman Empire. This harvest reminds us of Jesus' words in Matthew 9:35 through 38. It says, Jesus went through all the towns and villages, teaching in their synagogues, proclaiming the good news of the kingdom, and healing every disease and sickness. When he saw the crowds, he had compassion on them because they were harassed and helpless, like sheep without a shepherd. Then he said to his disciples, "The harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. Ask the Lord of the harvest, therefore, to send out workers into his harvest field." Everyone involved in missions wants to see a harvest. These verses illuminate what Jesus taught about missions and harvesting.
When you begin to know God and He heals you and gives you a brand new life, then you begin to discover that His greatest desire is to reach His lost ones. This happened to Isaiah. Then I heard the voice of the Lord saying, "Whom shall I send? Who will go for us?" Going is part of harvesting. Why not go on a short-term missions trip and see, like Jesus saw the crowds, and develop compassion for the lost? Then ask the Lord if you are to dedicate your whole life to living on the field, working amongst people as a missionary. Many of you watching this video will feel the call to cross-cultural missions. Isaiah then responded to God, "Here I am, send me." Will you go?
Then Jesus said that since the harvest was plentiful, but the workers few, to pray that God would send out workers into his harvest field. Sometimes we romanticize the idea of reaping a harvest, but the bottom line is that it is a lot of work. Here in Spain, in spite of very high unemployment, it's often difficult for farmers to find workers to pick the harvest. That's because it's hard work, and people here don't want to do that, so they rely primarily on immigrants, mostly from North Africa, to do the job. The same thing happens all over the developed world. We don't want to put in the long, hard, hot hours required for a harvest. Yet Jesus said, "Pray for laborers." The harvest is already there. There are millions yet to hear the good news. There are still thousands of people groups without much gospel witness. He wants you and I to be his hands and feet. We're called to get dirty and sweaty for God and labor in his fields.
You can find more of these videos on our website, VNMinistry.com. Or why don't you subscribe to our YouTube channel? We'll see you next time.